All right, so the Eagle Gates first look came out from Creative Assembly, Total War Warhammer 2, about 21 days out. I am even more excited than I was yesterday. I'm going to be even more excited tomorrow. Holy shit. But today in this video, I want to just cover the Eagle's Gate first look that we saw. I'm going to actually be releasing a video tomorrow on all 5 of the gates. So it's kind of fortuitous that Creative Assembly would release such a video. Maybe they're reading my Google Docs. But either way, we're going to just go through the video like we do in the normal kind of fanfare here, and talking about some of the aspects of the things that I see, as well as some of the mechanics that I hope to see in the game. At this point, we've kind of seen a lot of everything. Beautiful, scenic. Luthwan, come visit, stay, don't leave, forever. So what I hope is probably not the case. A really cool little statue of, I believe that's Lilith here. No, that's actually probably not. Oh, well, I can't think of it right now. But either way, I hope that this is like indicative of something that we see as a more elaborate siege mechanic with Total War Warhammer 2. I know from a lot of people that have already played the game or people that have talked about the game, they said it's not that much different, but I don't know of much siege warfare that we've seen so far. I know of a lot of what we've seen has actually been from Creative Assembly, and it's been mainly actually outside of the gates. So this is the first time I'm actually seeing it on the actual gates themselves, and combat coming from there. So I'd love to see some just different mechanics other than just crash the door down, kill everyone inside, even though I guess that's what a siege really is. Some spearmen, ooh, and some swordmasters of Hoeth. And one thing I do want to talk about here with these swordmasters, you can see those silver helms in the background too, just in case you're wondering. These swordmasters are really just beautiful looking models. In the tabletop, they look very similar to this. I don't remember them having such pronounced helmets. I really like the way that they did this here with this kind of flare of the wings. There, usually it's a little bit more, not. A little bit more like this helmet, just kind of bare bones, less actual flare on it, but I really like that look. But one thing to note, and this isn't really anything huge, but it's a whole different look for them too. I like the way that they're kind of already poised with their sword out at a low guard. That is considered a what is that, 5 or 6? Can't remember. Or it's a 1 or a 2. I can't remember. But still, in like the tabletop, they're typically portrayed as with their swords at the ready up by their shoulder, or if they're holding them with their hands under the bottom of the quillins, which are the 2 vertical bars that go from the left and right of the hilt, that extend up the forearm, then it would go over the upper arm, then rest on the shoulder. So it's kind of cool to see these kind of poised-looking sword masters. Lothern Sea Guard, some dragon princes, everyone looking regal as fuck. Really excited to get this going here. My favorite faction kind of coming to life. Ooh, so I actually haven't seen the Executioners of Harganeth. I've only seen them from what I've seen in tabletop and what we've kind of seen teased in some other videos, but I've not seen an up close shot like this. So it's really, really cool to see them, how their masks are looking and their drakes and everything like that. I love the way their armor's all like how it looks and everything too, because it's just everything that Creative Assembly does is spot on from the models of tabletop, for the exception of Croc cigars, but still we'll move past them. One thing though I will point out is the Drake or D-R-A-I-C-H. It's really hard to tell how you pronounce that, because what I thought Druchi was actually Druki, the pronunciation for like the elf word for dark elf, basically. These swords in the tabletop are much taller, much bigger swords, so it's interesting to see them like this. But we also see some witch elves here, some high elf waystones, and also some of the dark riders, which are your vanguard fast attack style troop for the dark elves, matching the Illyrian Reavers for the high elves. We've got some 2 hydras, we've got some chariots, we've got some cold ones as well, and we've got a star or moon dragon, and then a sun dragon. Note that the sun dragon does not have a mount. I'm sorry, a person mounting it. Frostfire Phoenix as far as well. I'm sorry, Flame Heart Phoenix as well as the Frostheart Phoenix. Flamespire, Frostheart. There we go. Doing its bombing mechanic. Oh man, look at all. So these missiles right here are all coming right off of the bolt throwers that are over there. We really can't probably see them, or it's probably coming from something bombarding off land. But the bolt throwers, if you've noticed from some of the other videos, they fire either one big shot or cascading multiple shots like this to be anti-infantry. Looks similar. So this is either from something off screen doing the not the blockade, but the salvo, the artillery barrage, basically, of the black arcs, or it is an actual artillery piece back there that I can't see, the bolt throwers that I can't see. But we can see here that the siege is going well. The Hydra is returning with its breath attacks onto the the Star or Moon Dragon's breath attacks. So really cool to see that. Finally going to see some breath actions in this game. A little Dark Dragon coming up there on that shot. Hydra bursting through the door. Harpies on the wall there. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, look at those heads. Some high magic going to use. We can see some lovely, lovely, lovely white lions here in the background. Looking around for anything else I can see that's cool. Aside from just the overall architecture, which is really awesome to see. Because you don't really see a lot of like fully fleshed out architecture in the tabletop. Usually you'll see a little keep here and there, stuff like that. And for the most part, stuff from the old world, minus the dwarf stuff, is very, very, you know, standard fare for fantasy settings. The high elves, the elves of Warhammer are different than any elves I think of the majority of other fantasy settings. They're very different as far as a lot more martial. They're a lot less I don't know, foppish, I guess is the word I'm going to use. But I like the way that they're supposed to be very lithe, nimble, quick, fast, but very martial and in the face of things. They've got things that are a little bit more like close combat oriented, like these white lions or these swordmasters or the Phoenix Guard, which aren't here. But I really love the way the high elves are portrayed in Warhammer. And part of that has to do with the very blues and the reds and the very bright fluorescent colors of their faction, not the kind of more rustic, earthy tones of most elves in other games. So Fiery Convocation getting kicked off here. There is a spell from 5th edition. Oh yeah, right there. Blind all of you. 5th edition that actually does this exact ability. It uses a line ability and a phoenix shoots through it. I think it's called like Phoenix's Flames or Flames of the Phoenix or something like that. But this is Creative Assembly's interpretation of Fiery Convocation. But that pretty much sums up everything we have seen here today, guys. There wasn't a ton in this video, but there was still a lot of really cool stuff to see. If you haven't gotten a chance, take a look at some of the other stuff with the High Elves, because there's a lot to be excited for. I'm going to be doing that video on the Eagle Gate, the Griffin Gate, the Unicorn Gate, the Phoenix Gate, and the Dragon Gate coming out here tomorrow. So you will see a lot more of what these gates actually mean for Ulthuan. And as far as what these gates are going to mean from a game mechanic wise in the Total War Warhammer 2 game to be coming out here in 20 days, whatever it is. I don't know if it's a 29th release or if it's 28th midnight release or what they're going to do. But be on the lookout for that coming out here tomorrow morning, guys. Hope you got just some good information as far as a lore breakdown of some of the things here, and got a good explanation of what you saw in this video. But thanks for watching here today, guys. Have a good one and take care.